All right, guys, you're going to want to watch through the video. There are some pieces in here that are super important about scams and fraud and some stuff that's currently going on. So watch till the end of the video. I don't want to bore you right now. I want you to see what's going on for the day. But towards the end of the video, I'm going to insert something that's super duper interesting, and it can affect each and every single one of you, no matter what you're buying, what you're selling. It's a big deal right now. So stay tuned for that part. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It feels like a Monday. As a matter of fact, I've said that to 3 of my contractors this morning. Everybody seemed to get an early start on Tuesday, but it sure feels like a Monday. I've already had my polish guy, the interior people, the windshield people, and one other contractor. I'm like, man, it's a Monday. I'm running around scrambling. They're looking for cars, looking for trucks. Stuff is everywhere. Holidays always screw us up, but we're going to get through it. So, little weekend recap. Well, a lot of fun stuff, actually. So, getting ready to start. Some major progress on the SEMA truck sitting back there. You guys probably saw a little clip. We got the windows tinted. We test fitted a wheel. I'll say we test fit a wheel. That's got to happen today. Pulled off the 4x4 logo. Spraying liner's done. I think the title came in. That's great. So I think we're going to tag it with a custom tag. That'll look good at SEMA. So getting things rolling through our way a little bit. But the graphics package is what's going to really set it off next. That's kind of the next theme. So got a lot of stuff happening across the road. And we also had some technical difficulties, guys. I did a video yesterday. I clipped 2 or 3 together. No microphone involved, and I still lost audio. So I don't know how that happened. But thank you guys for noticing, because I got it taken down and reposted. A lot of effort. A couple hours wasted, but got it done. Me and AJ knocked out a killer one for Mickey Thompson on Friday. Don't have any clue. Matter of fact, he even zoomed in, checked on my mic. Everything was working properly. Not sure what happened on that one. So we have another new best of the best phone supposed to be here with a terabyte of storage. We're constantly having to release storage and offload, and you guys would not know what goes on behind the legitimate camera, but it's a lot. So little family recap. Dove hunting. Some of you might not be into hunting, but for us, it's more of a tradition. Didn't kill anything. So if you guys that are, animal lovers, the only thing we killed was a couple bleach bottles that we had to shoot at. That's the only thing we shot. I think some of the other family did a little better, but we just didn't have the right spot. But Blakely got to shoot her gun for the first time. Actually, it was Austin's gun, but got to shoot a real gun. And she actually hit the target. And then Austin, I don't think he's ever shot that gun. He shot before, but he was able to shoot his own little double barrel 410 that Daniel brought. So Daniel helped get them both sighted up. And of course, as a kid, it's hard to figure out your eyes and your head and all that. It's kind of cute. So watch these couple clips. We'll insert these right here.
Can you see that? Can you see down here?
You want to aim that ball for that jug.
You want me to help you? All right. You ready? You ready? No,
All right,
don't look away.
Look at what you're shooting.
Look right here. Look right here. You looking right there? Ready?
Good
You
job.
did it!
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Big friend.
Hold it.
Take
It's
one.
not gonna hurt you. You ready? Oh, wrong trigger. Go get it. Go get it.
Y'all watch those through and see what you think about that. It's pretty neat. It's kind of a family tradition. My dad, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, and I'm sure my great-grandparents before that, that's how they survived. They're farming and hunting, and, it was it's more than a sport for us. It was actually for food. We do not waste what we kill. So it's really neat to see them get out there shooting. Tabitha actually got her first experience with a little bit of, they call it hunting for a reason. If it was, if you got something every time, you call it killing, but we didn't. So you got to call it hunting because there was zero success. You also see Blakely. She had to play in the dirt a lot. She went home pretty freaking filthy, but it was fun at the same time, so that was neat. She played out in the street right there, the driveway, collecting rocks. A lot of arrowheads around there. My grandfather, and now I've inherited it, a killer arrowhead collection that came off our family farm. So obviously the Indians were there at one time because the creek's in that area. So little cool family history. So let's walk back to the SEMA truck real quick. I'll just give you all a little synopsis of what you're going to see. We are going to cross our fingers today that this video is going to go proper. We're going to have to, unfortunately, refilm the Mickey Thompson video, but we will do it. We'll kind of pick up where we left off, so you won't have to see as much of an overlap. But there she is in all her dusty glory. 2025 Silverado half-ton short bid single cab. And I've told y'all already, this was a really hard find to find a single cab short bid set up like this. Of course, this will be probably the last time you'll see it in pretty much stock form. The windows really set it off. Getting the 4x4 emblem off almost looks like a two-wheel drive now. You never would know it's 4x4. Matter of fact, when I pulled up at the Chevy dealer, the car, it was a car parked right here where I couldn't see it. I was sweating bullets that it was a 4x4. I was positive I checked those boxes, but I was in a hurry getting this thing ordered. So when it came in, I really was sweating. So this brand new truck with, 60 or 80 or 100, 200 miles, whatever it's got on it now, is about to go under the knife. We're working with Mickey Thompson on this truck for SEMA, as you guys already know. And we have a second SEMA vehicle that has to be a complete secret, which is kind of a bummer. We're going to change up the front here. We're going to color match some stuff. Brian and Daniel are going to actually do some custom stuff on the bumper where it's going to be cut and reinforced and welded so that we don't have any tire clearance. We're going with a pretty crazy tire and wheel on this thing. And it's going to have the desert, like the Walker Evans, Desert Racing, Mickey Thompson. I shouldn't keep saying Walker Evans. He was a racer too. Mickey Thompson theme, but the desert theme. And my guy laid it out really cool, but I'm going to have him go back. I just want to be that much more. I'm going to have him put some cactus and some stuff in there just to kind of really set it off a little bit different. I just don't want it to be plain. Obviously, it's going to SEMA. Everybody can do orange and yellow and red stripes. I want this thing to pop. So I'm going to have him put like some, some sort of a tree and a cactus and some other things. Then, of course, it'll have the Davis Off-Road logo. It'll have the Mickey Thompson logo. Back here somewhere, like the 4x4 symbol, will have something kind of cool. I'll let you guys see that. And again, I have mentioned, if you guys are in accessories, we're not going to make this thing gaudy, and we're not going to do the crazy old SEMA decals down bottom. But if you are in the industry and you have something that works with this truck, you want to be in conjunction with this build, feel free to reach out. But I don't like saying no, but there will be a case on some of the stuff that we may not want to do. Because again, we're not trying to go crazy gaudy with this truck. We want it to be clean. We want to set a precedence. It's got a theme. We want to stick with that theme. So we'll be back shortly with part 2 of this video today. We'll clip it together and hopefully we don't have any microphone problems. We brought y'all some content on this vehicle when we built it, but I can tell you right now, that is one of the coolest builds and one of the most intense builds that the shop has done in a long time. It doesn't look like much, but show another Land Rover Defender that's lifted. I don't know of another. Now, it's only about 4 or 5 inches total on that vehicle. 33-inch tires. It will clear a bigger tire, but he wanted to stay with something that did not rub. We did this for a really good customer. He gets a new vehicle about every year. This actually ended up being his wife's vehicle. She loved it. It has a push-button lowering system, so you can get in and out of it really easy. You get your groceries in and out. They've got a large dog. Lower it down. The dog gets right inside of it. Easy as pie. We did aftermarket wheels. We did a tuner on it. It's just due for its service. They didn't drive a lot. Where they're at, they don't drive far. They do drive it every day, but only 5 or 10 miles. So it's just due for its first service, which will get done at Land Rover at the actual dealer. We'll get a fresh inspection. I think we tinted the windows. We had a few other little accessories, but that was tires, wheels, and lift kit. That was like $25,000 spent on that truck. And the whole undercarriage came out. Everything was dropped, but it still works like normal. drop the suspension, raise the suspension. It's got an off-road mode. It'll sit really tall. If you ran in off-road mode, you could actually run about a 37-inch tall tire. Super luxurious truck. A lot of people confuse it with a Bronco. It's not a Bronco. He's getting ready to detail it up, and it will be on the website. Probably will not get on the website till tomorrow because I forgot today is Tuesday and Christian is not here. But really cool. Got that real subtle, is that subtle leather? No, soft. Supple. Yeah, really. It's, you'd have to see it and feel it, but it's a lot softer than normal. I drove this thing for about 2 weeks while we were waiting on the parts for it, and it did extremely well. I loved it, and I drove it for about a week afterwards because he's like, "JW, don't send it to me if it's got any problems. I want to make sure it's perfect before it leaves." And check the alignment, double check this, double check that, which we did, and it turned out great. So really, really cool setup, comfortable. Stance is better. They actually have another one near them, and parking next to it just dwarfs it. It's funny. Those people reached out to have it done, but right now we just don't have the time. I think it was in the shop for almost 2 weeks of labor. So to talk about intense, it was intense. And there was 2 parts that Brian actually had to mill and manufacture that were not available. Even though the lift kit is sold, those parts are not sold, and we would not let it leave without doing them. It was part of the steering, and it had to be manufactured from scratch, so to make it right. But it's done, and it's right, and it's a bad little dude for a basically brand new Land Rover Defender. So more details on that later too. All right, guys. One little thing I want to throw in this clip, whether we're across the street over here in the building, a lot of times we are filming. Obviously, you know we're filming because I'm talking and the camera's there. But we do have some people show up sometimes and they get a little bit upset due to the timeline that we have to get this stuff in and still do our 40 hours that we need to pack in 8 or 10 in a day. Please don't take offense to it. I can't stop and talk to you right away. Most of these clips are only 2 or 3 minutes, so if you can hang out, I will get to you. But we do have people stop in all the time, and sometimes they're just trying to say hi, or you know, they're looking for the off-road shop, or they're looking for the Squarebody building, or whatever it may be. Just please understand, when the camera's going, we can't stop, clip, pick back up. We might not even get to it. So we do try to pack a lot in. So if you stop by, we're welcome to talk to you. We're happy to talk to you. We want to talk to you. But if we are filming or going over a specific thing, like one of the things today, we had to get it done before it left. So we're trying to pack in a lot sometimes that you may not be seeing on this video. You might not see it a week from now. You might see it a month from now. Some things we can't talk about, we can't show you until the time's right. But please just understand, when you see AJ or Krishna stand there with the camera running and I'm talking, we can't just stop a lot of times to be interrupted, even though we would love to, because we won't get it back to pick up and we'll miss stuff. And if something leaves and it goes to California, Carolina, or Canada, all C's today, we don't have it here again, so we can't capture it twice. So appreciate you guys' patience on that. Don't want you to ever think that we're trying to be rude, but when we're doing this and rolling through it, I didn't even have time to change out of my shirt today because we've been rolling since bright and early trying to get everything done. So thanks, guys, for the support. Thanks for that. Just wanted to interject that real quick so you guys don't forget that we are trying to do everything in a day's time and pack these videos in for you. All right, guys, you see me in a little different wardrobe today, rocking my Mickey Thompson here, proudly. We just finished up a episode of Mickey Thompson TV, showing you guys the Baja Legend EXP and the Baja Legend MTZ, a little comparison of size, style, and also talking about some future things to come from Mickey Thompson. Can't talk about a lot of it, but we do share a little bit of it. So be sure to watch the full video, posting separately. AJ, when you got plans on this one to hit? 6:30 today. So we're not going to have our Mickey Thompson. Okay, Mickey Thompson comes first. You guys are going to see your daily video tomorrow morning about 8 a.m., maybe 7:30. But you're going to see your Mickey Thompson part 2 because we screwed it up a little bit. So we're going to get that for you. So you actually go, yeah, so me even talking about it on this video doesn't matter.
Okay, we can do this one first.
Okay. All right. Mickey Thompson part 2 will post tomorrow morning. This video will be posting today. Since we're talking about it today, it does no good to lead you guys up for tomorrow. So be sure to watch that one if you want some information on that. Also got some pictures sent to the guy on the 80. Also talk a little bit about Brown Bear, but I'll spill it a little bit on this one. Brown Bear is not for sale, and in future times will not be for sale. We did build this truck to be able to have customers to come and look at, JW, what's it going to look like with this amount of lift? What's it going to look like with this wheel and tire? What's it going to look like with two-tone paint, racetrack trim, this, that, and the other? So we tried to really have the best example we could have without going crazy. Now, I will tell you, Daniel wanted to make this a 2.0 truck. Well, a 2.0 Platinum truck is what he wanted. So Daniel wanted this to be a 2.0 Platinum build. And I told him, I was like, well, not that I don't like that idea, because we all love the 2.0. 39s, 12 inches, 16 wides. I said, but don't forget, people are not going to be able to see the inside. They're not going to be able to see under the hood. One of the focal points of the build of this truck was under the hood. How much time was previously spent, how much time Kenny spent, and how much time we've actually spent after the fact going over and perfecting everything to make sure it was as perfect as possible. Even down to mounting the Amp Research power module over there. Every single piece of everything was just done to perfection. But we wanted a truck around that you guys could look at, come by, see what a 3+3 looks like. Some people have never had a chance to see a 3+3 since their grandparents had it all those years ago. But also, we want to be able to go to shows and carry the family. So we can put 6 people in here legally. Right now, when I carry my family, we can barely fit in one of these. Just got the liner done. You guys have not seen that yet. We got the bed cover on the back of this truck. It has hauled some 3-wheelers, believe it or not, already. But this truck will continue to stay around here. For those that ask, a lot of people have asked, what would it cost to build a truck like this? At a retail level, parts, labor, the time expended, and just sheerly finding a donor that's as solid as this truck, this is a truck that would cost $200,000. I know that seems crazy, but there's nothing. We had people at Bloomsburg show, and you can go back and look at anything posted about this truck from Bloomsburg show. We had everybody from Ford enthusiasts, Chevrolet connoisseurs, to some of the pickiest people in the world lay under this truck. Lay under it. And not all of them did we get to talk to, but if you find them on social, they all said they saw the nicest, most perfected build they had ever seen, period, in a square body, much less a 3+3. So yes, it's a lot of money, but even down to the exhaust, every single piece of everything was done as proper as possible. And we wanted people to be able to see it, touch it, feel it, and understand what these trucks are supposed to be like and how good they can be when done properly. So it's been a labor of love. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of money, but kudos to the start off of this truck. The man did a great job. Then Kenny threw his hands in on it. Then the off-road shop threw their hands in on it. Then the bedliner shop threw their hands in on it. Then Alvin threw his hands in on it. Doug has done some stuff along the way. So my uncle's done some stuff along the way. Everybody's had a piece in this truck right here, and it's going to be for everybody to enjoy. So that's your little update about Brown Bear. You'll always see a ton of content about this truck. Hope you'll see it at some events pulling a trailer, some stuff in the back. And if the 80 is not sold, I'll bring you guys some content on that shortly. We did slip the big maroon truck out. We're getting a little ahead of schedule on that one, getting some things done. You can see David over there literally climbing on it with his ladder, starting our process of checkover. Black truck sold. Deal pending on brown. Not sure how that's going to pan out. The guy does not really want a brown truck, but it fits his budget and it fits his options. So for now, it's on hold. Big Blue is available. So for those that have asked, a lot of videos went kind of viral over Labor Day. AJ even took the time to stop in and do a little, hey guys, check me out, on Labor Day, because our Labor Day video also crashed out. So, and if you want a LTD Brome, we got one of those too. We'll have some more information for you guys soon. We got some other cool stuff today that you guys have not seen yet. We'll let you know about it shortly. All right, guys, a little bit of something super important, and I've been trying to put this in a video, but today's a good day because we didn't get much else captured. So, frauds and scams. Had a guy come over the other day. He was like, man, I don't give my address out because I don't know how much you're aware, but there's a lot of scams. I was like, man, you do not understand the scams we see day in and day out because of the industry we're in. So, and then, of course, in the things that we dabble with. So it's pretty funny, and I'll show you guys. It's not funny at all, actually, but you know, we have to take light humor to it. So right now I'm texting with this one guy. He's posted a video of our showroom. He snibbeted a piece of our showroom video and says, any of these trucks you guys like, I'm making deals, and puts his phone number. So I reach out. I'm texting the man trying to sell our vehicles. I say, hey, how much is your blue Chevrolet? Hi there, where are you at? I'm like, Virginia, but I can travel. $49K. How can I get more information? Ready to buy ASAP. When can you be here? Shoot me an address, probably tomorrow or Thursday. So the problem is, we can run this down, we can flag it, we can send something to the moderator or whatever. One that's even better than that, had a guy that watches for some stuff for me online say, dude, I know a guy that's selling a three-wheeler collection. He said, I don't know him personally, but I seen it on Facebook. So he sends it to me. So I'm like, hey, I'm interested in some three-wheelers. He said, what kind? So I tell him what kind specifically. He's like, I got plenty of those. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's make a deal. He starts sending me pictures. 2 of the pictures are of my own three-wheelers that I already own, that are out on Facebook or out on the internet somewhere in a video that he screenshot. He sent 4. 2 of them are my own. One of them was one that I had been working a deal with, and I know the collector that owned it. And the 4th one is a bike that Binky has. So all 4 bikes were stolen information off the internet. He didn't physically steal anything but pictures. So he's like, well, how does he do anything with that? How does it make any sense? He doesn't have them. No, he doesn't have them. I went out and made sure mine were in my garage, and they are. I said, he's going to ask for a deposit. So we go back and forth. Looks like you have a good collection. You know, he's actually playing it really good. The next morning I wake up to and of course they're usually overseas. They're in a different time zone. So nothing ends up. I'm like, hey, I'll take all 4. He says, okay, it's going to be, $18,000. I'm like, cool. I'll bring you cash. I'll pick them up in person. Okay, no problem. Sounds good. Talk at you. Anyway, the next morning, and it was a little bit of broken English. It wasn't bad. Next morning, I wake up to a text. Shoot me $1,000 deposit. Other people are interested. That will hold them. That's how he makes his money. After that 1,000, he's gone. He disappears. He's not there any longer. He can write up paperwork. He can send me a bill of sale. He can do whatever. He can fake enough stuff. But on top of all this, guys, the biggest one that's hitting right now, and we just heard it from the police officer, a detective, an undercover auto theft detective, is people are clearing illegally their liens. Let's just say AJ or myself has a lien with Virginia Credit Union on our car, but we want to sell it. We can't sell it with a lien on it. So we fraudulently make a document that says it's been paid off. We take it into DMV. Somebody inside DMV is getting slipped some money. So there's a big sting about that too. And they're paying off, well, they're showing the car's paid off and printing a clean title. Then I take that clean title and I sell you the car. The car still has a lien. The car is not lien free just because the title came that way. So then the bank is going to eventually catch up. The car's going to be gone. It's going to all funnel down. It's a huge racket, huge scam. Bad situation. People that have nothing worse than to do than to lose their credit or whatever else, they don't care. So that's the newest one. And it's pretty rampant, because once you receive that title and you have something that still has a lien on it, where does the responsibility fall? Can they come repo the car from you? We don't know. That's what they're in litigation about right now. Every day there's something new. Those are pretty creative ones. Again, man trying to sell my vehicles, man trying to sell me my own three-wheeler. It's pretty crazy what's out there and rampant. And I've had a dozen people send me that one today. So I hope that Facebook moderator will take that post down. Matter of fact, I'll show it to you. Oh, this guy's pretty brazen. So, gems to all those looking to buy. Here's my phone number. You guys go ahead and blow that phone number up. Feel free. I don't know whose it is, but it's out there in the public, so I don't mind sharing it with you. That's our video. That's our showroom. That's our vehicles. So if you buy one from him, you're not getting the truck. You're not getting a title. I can assure you of that. And it's a video. I can't play it on here. I don't know why, but it's under a Squarebody truck page. There's, I guess, his name, everything else. So you guys be sure to blast him up pretty good. I don't mind. We ain't got nothing to lose. I wish there was something that could be done. We've got vehicle theft detectives that are friends of ours. I've got undercover guys. I've got DEA guys. You know, there's nobody in the infrastructure that we don't know. FBI and all those people, they don't care about these scams. They're too rampant. There's nothing they can do, unfortunately. This one fella that sends me stuff all the time, really nice guy. I feel like he's a friend of mine. He's like, dude, I'm like, you don't. There's nothing. There is nothing. The scams we see all day long, day in and day out, it just wears us out. It's exhausting to have to deal with this because we've got calls today. Hey, does this other guy work for you guys? No, he doesn't work for us. If you want to buy one of these trucks, reach out to us. You know where we're at. You obviously knew it was our vehicles to call us. It happens to unsuspecting people all the time. Imagine how many thousands of dollars that guy on the three-wheelers deposits he's got. Imagine how many times this guy's getting money sent to him. You know, he's pricing the trucks pretty much right off the website, I guess, or whatever he's doing. I don't know. But he's making it look real enough that it's faking people out. So be careful. Be cautious. Hate to end on this crappy of a note for today, but that is about it. It's been a Monday on a Tuesday. We've gotten a bunch accomplished. Hopefully this video is going to load with no problems. Thank you guys for watching, and be very cautious out there. If you're dealing with something that you feel is skeptical or questionable, ask questions first.